Well, good afternoon everyone and welcome to today's video. So this is post Hurricane Sally. So damages are not super great. Knocked a bunch of trees down, but so it does matter. The car is good to go, no damages on that. And then truck obviously is the truck. So what we're gonna go ahead and do now, got a couple of small issues. It's a new trailer jack because mine's busted. Go ahead and throw in the footage that I found in my trailer, which is the one thing I definitely forgot to take care of when this when I found the storm was coming. But it is what it is, guys. So no racing for a little while, and at least not in the not at the track until that gets fixed. Snap my thingy. That good dent. I'm 90% positive it rolled over. It was parked over there. It slid or something. But all in all, we got pretty lucky, no real damages. So today, I'm just gonna go find some fuel for the truck. Fuel shortage is kind of a thing. It's not too bad, but it's a little bit irritating. And then after that, you go ahead and see what the day provides. Might be meeting up with some, if I can find some premium gas for the Shelby, might be meeting us with some other people and doing a little Mexico. We'll see what happens, guys. Should be a good day. Well, found a place with diesel, so that's nice. Good old Navy exchange. Word up. So we're back. Went ahead and grabbed some stuff. We're gonna go ahead and swap the regular street tires back on. I also want to clean them up and clean up the car because it's got actual salt water that made its way onto this thing from the hurricane, which is not good. I don't like that at all. So that's pretty much what we're doing right now. I was not able to find 93 for this thing, so I'm just not gonna be driving it much at all. It is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap the street setup back on, and then we're gonna go ahead and pick up the trailer and install that trailer jack. So that's the plan. When I got the street tires back on, let's go ahead and give this thing a cold start before I head out and grab the trailer. Might as well, right? LOL, or not. I guess it's always something. We're gonna pull the battery and get the battery charger on it, and yeah, we'll come back to this. We are back with the trailer, and as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and go over the damages real quick. So most of this I'm pretty sure can get banged out. It's not too big a deal. This, obviously each corner got hit. That's just soft sheet metal, it's nothing crazy. The frame underneath is fine. Same here. My biggest concern that's gonna be the most annoying is this whole thing got shifted forward a little bit, and you can see in here that that beam is supposed to be, you know, flush. So that's minorly irritating. The way to fix this, we're gonna have to pull off the top panel, possibly that panel, this panel, and I gotta get up to the roof and see what's up because it looks like there's a little bit of fiberglass damage up there I didn't notice before, so we can throw some resin on that. Hopefully it'll be all right, but I gotta get up there and check that out next as well. I haven't even noticed that. But what's weird is you can definitely see, like, there's a lot of scrape marks right there. There are scrape marks right there. My entire marker light was scraped off. Scrape mark, scrape mark, scrape mark along here. So I'm fairly confident at some point it must have slid on its side. How it got right side up is beyond me. I really don't know. I don't really care. I'm just happy it tried side up. But most of this stuff can get banged out with a hammer. We're just gonna pull off the wheel and knock that out. Cabling wise, a little bit got pulled down. I gotta tuck it back up. I don't know what caused it. Hopefully nothing's ripped too bad. Interior's fine. What else we got going on? So right here, there's a bolt on the back side of this that is actually getting caught. So I think the entire box is shifted that way just a hair. Actually, yeah, you can tell if you're looking right there. You can see where the door used to line up where it's clean, and now it's over there. So it shifted just a hair, but it still seems to seal up and everything. So honestly, dudes, I'm not going to worry about it. It sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. Everything else, though, is in pretty decent shape. So that's the all things Boost trailer right there. Definitely not terrible. There could have been a lot worse, but by far the most annoying thing right now is getting this. I had to get that figured out because I have a new one. I need to get it swapped out because having to bring my physical jack over here to move this thing is a real bitch. And then my cabling also got kind of messed up. But what I'm going to do, I thought it was a lot worse when I first looked at it. All I'm going to do is cut it right here, and then it's still plenty long, you know, to reach the actual truck. So I'm just going to cut it right here and then reattach the 7-way connector, which I found actually laying out there. If it's in good shape, we'll reuse it. If it's not, we'll get a new one. So first things first, though, I'm going to go ahead and knock out that. I'm going to knock out the jack and the cabling. I'm probably going to leave these panels until it's a nicer day out, just because it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, and I really don't want to open anything up if it's going to downpour on me. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and knock out this jack first. So I'm about to go ahead and take him out and start sawing on this thing. I forgot about that hornet's nest in here, and they're definitely still there. So we're gonna go see if we can do some science and make some flamethrowers and stuff and kill these things, because I hate bees. Hornets, in my opinion, are not actual bees. Fuck that thing. I'm almost out of this wasp killer, which is why I'm resorting to other means. Time for science 101. Damn it. Hopefully that did it. Well, that was fun. All right, back to work. So basically all we got to do is slice off this bottom piece, because on the back side, as you can see, it there's a hole cut out right there, and then these 3 bolts come out, and this whole thing should slide right up, and we should be able to slide it in. Alright, so we got it hooked up. Just to show you what's going on. So our trailer brake is showing connected. That's good. We got our running lights on, so that one works. That one works. That's good. That one's only hooked up to the blinker. Good there. Good there. Back is looking pretty good as normal. Let's see. That one's obviously dead. Dead. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. And that one's good. Sweet. Then up top, we got our front runners on. All right, let's go ahead and check out blinkers and brakes and see if that all works. Flip on hazards for that one. All right, hazards on. Good there. Looking pretty good in the back. And that side one, even though it got scraped, it still works. That's sweet. It's like lighting wise, we wanted to replace those two actual lights. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and check out reverse real quick. All right, throw on reverse. See, lights are on back there. I have the e-brake on, so it's holding it in place. Now let's see if our reverse lights are working. Sweet, one right there and one right there. All right, looks like we're good to go lighting wise and jack wise. All right guys, that's pretty much gonna do it for today's video. Went ahead and got the simple stuff fixed. We gotta order some lights and I gotta tear that whole thing apart. However, it looks like it's about to rain pretty soon here again. So I gotta go ahead and wait until that's done. But all in all, I mean, it's not too bad. I got a bunch of stuff coming for the vehicles. The Shelby's gonna kind of stay put as is for right now. The truck needs to get the rest of the ball joints done, as you saw in the last video. And I also need to go ahead and take care of, I'm actually going to be replacing the turbo cartridge inside the truck as well, because it turns out that when I get into high boost, I noticed it when I was towing the last time to the track, but when I get into higher boost, meaning like 10 psi or above, it starts to make kind of a dentist noise squeal. So I pulled off the intake and there's actually a little bit of play in the turbo wheel, so that's going to get taken care of as well. But yeah guys, so far so good. Definitely got a lot of progress, well, a lot of work that needs to get done. So on the bright side, this all could have been a lot worse. Thankfully, I think most of these repairs are gonna be pretty cheap, just a little bit labor intensive. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Also, we finally hit 1,000 subscribers and we got monetized, which is awesome. Made a full 11 cents so far, so I mean, word up, we're making progress. Anyway guys, just want to say thanks for everything. So I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. I almost forgot. You guys are cool to start. I just got the battery reinstalled. Let's go ahead and crank this baby over. First time cranking it over since the Kinetic cranksaver stud install, but she is down there spinning away. Freaking love that throttle body whistle. Good guys, sounding good. Needs to freaking stop raining. Let's just listen to it for a minute. Definitely sounds good. All right, that's gonna do it. I'll see y'all in the next video.